And we are live. Oh, last minute here. Can't wait till I get those nice lights so that I don't have to deal with this glare. Oh, so welcome to Friday, everybody. And I figured today, Friday, would be a good day to start getting into some goddess oracle. I have a beautiful deck by Colette Baron Reed. However, I forgot I packed it. So we will be using my beautiful, well, I had planned on using these anyways, my beautiful Mother Mary cards and the Goddess Oracle deck by um, Doreen Virtue. So just kind of start shuffling, get settled in. Whoa, woo, wow. That's an interesting card. I guess I'll set that up aside there. And this, to get started, wait for people to come on in. Say hello to any lurkers that might be coming in. Light some wonderful sage. Get that going. And connect it with the Santo. So here we go. Wonderful blessings of light and love to everybody who watches this video later. Alrighty. Hope everybody had a good week, is having a blessed day, and have maybe some fun plans for this weekend. So we'll give it a few more minutes. And in the meantime, what can I do? How about some of these? Oh, well, do a little chat till some people come in. So tonight I am excited. I am going to be taking a rune class with a reader from Rising Goddess, where I also read on Saturday afternoons, well, days. And her name is Athera, and she is teaching runes. So it was something I tried picking up in my 20s. However, that didn't connect with me back then. I'm just a little bit older now, and so I will be giving them another try. More into crystals and stones, and found out that I do have some Scandinavian heritage now, and I didn't know that then. So I think I'm going to take a look again at the runes. Also met another wonderful reader from Rising Goddess. Her name is Katoria, and she does bone throwing for divination. And oh, I was just mesmerized um, by her bones and her shells and all of her beautiful trinkets that have been handed down to her through her family. So definitely looking into working that into my repertoire as well. So I see that I may have one lurker. Hello, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. And so I figure, let's see. How's about we start with Freya? Anybody watching? I'll keep this aside. Friday is actually named after Freya, the goddess of so many things. Um, of course, cats. Gotta love her connection with her kitty cats. But Freya is a Nordic goddess who um, braces her sensuality. Um, she claims her own power, divine feminine power. She would also, like the Morrigan in the Celtic tradition, she would also um, engage in the battlefields and carry lost souls up to Valhalla, and um, also her own hall. Um, and I know I may not pronounce this properly, but Volk, Volkvan, I believe. And she is called upon for protection, um, for also mercy, motherhood. Um, so you got a pretty fierce, you know, lady here, goddess here. Just like cats, mother cats are very protective of their babies, and same with her. So with Freya, be bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. Kind of goes to what a card I pulled earlier today for the collective for Rising Goddess, which was uncharted. It's a bit like uncharted territory, or into the unknown. And into the unknown requires taking risks and having a leap of faith. And so, if you're going forward on that journey as well, Freya would be an excellent goddess for that. So, let me go ahead and shuffle some other cards to see if there's any additional message that can go along from Freya for today. And for everybody who watches this later, I hope these cards and readings resonate with you. So let's get this shuffling. Okay, transition. So, when it comes to taking risks and being daring, um, it can create a transition for us to do that. Taking risks, doing something new, something different, transforms us. It helps us move from one phase to the other. And this is also a perfect timing card because this beautiful fairy lady here with her bow or her harp is ushering in, the spring season. And this is pretty much what it looks like here in Western New York. All the, still some snow coming, but yet we still have some blooming around, in the yards, and flowers and birds coming out. So we're in a transition of seasons, and um, and as we transition from one season to the other, it's just like taking risks and being daring. We move from one state of mind to the other, one state of being to the other. Even mindset, if it's like going back to school, or taking up a new hobby, or a new class. Um, Everything has its risks, and um, sometimes it's scary. I mean, let's just be honest. It's not easy, and sometimes that transition is out of our hands, and we have to take a risk. And sometimes we wait too long, and the universe has to give us a little push. So let's see what another card would be. I just saw a couple of other lives pop up. So that might have been my bad a little bit there. I must have misread. the TLC community, but that's okay. This video will be here and up for anybody who wants to drop by later. Messages are still the same. So, another message from Freya. Truth. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Sometimes speaking your truth is taking a risk and being daring, because sometimes our truth, here, let me move it over this way, our truth may not be the truth for other people. And that can cause some discomfort, unpleasantness, especially, with family members. So we just need to learn how not to be afraid of speaking our truth. We have the double image here, and sometimes facing our own truth, not necessarily somebody else's or they, you know, addressing ours, but just looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, okay, what is my truth? What do I truly believe? And what is right for me? And what do I share? And what do I keep to myself? And that I right up there is showing you that sometimes how we see and how we perceive um, on a psychic level as well. Here we go again. On a psychic level as well, um, it just has to do with being able to see clearly and openly and truthfully with ourselves. So once again, hi Joan. Hey, somebody came. Wonderful. Welcome. Yeah, my timing's a little off. Wasn't aware, but thank you for joining me. I always enjoy when you pop in. And so, continuing with Miss Freya's message, um, unleash your adventurous side. Yes, and taking risks and being daring. So, taking risks and being daring involves transition and truth, because sometimes we have to transition what we thought was true for ourselves into something different. So, we just have to be open and honest with ourselves and truthful. And once we establish what our truth is, then if it doesn't meet other people's truths, then we just have to end up creating then a healthy boundary, um, and just accept the fact that not everyone's going to share the same truths and beliefs. And that's just a part of adulting. Not much fun in that. Robin's live is running over time. I'm not sure who Robin is. Um, I bet you I know who Robin is, but just by a different name on their channel. So how are you doing today, Joan? Are you having a beautiful day? Any exciting plans for the weekend? So shuffle a little bit more. See what else we get from the goddess deck. Oh, do you have to work the third shift? Oh, that would be awful. I used to have to work the midnight shift, and not fun. Third shift, I didn't mind so much. Be able to stay up late, decompress from work, sleep in the morning, get a few things done. Toadstool. Okay. Still learning names. I should really, like Gerald, start writing all this down. Gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't always the morning person. Getting up for a 7. I used to work for Joy Cone. I'm the one who makes the ice cream cones. And unless you um, chose to be a consistent third shift, you were changed every 2 weeks. So your sleeping patterns were way out of whack. It would be like 2 weeks opening at 7 in the morning, and getting out at 3. And then 2 weeks later, you know, getting in at 3 and working till 11. And after that, another 2 weeks of, 11 till 7 in the morning. And that was rough. You have a good team? That's good. Alrighty. And so the next goddess up, Isolt, or Isolt, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. And that love that you have shared with others, that are, sometimes we love people, but they can't stay um, in our lives. We have to let them go. But all we can do is send them, on their way, wish them well, and still have love in your hearts for them. Maybe, let's see, they didn't hire me. Oh, I applied to Ben and Jerry's once because ice cream. Oh my God. Could you, Joan, that's funny because working at Joy-Con, I would get the cones, even if they didn't turn out right, some of them. We couldn't pack them. But even on the regular lines, if you were hungry, you could just go on the line, pull off a fresh, hot um, sugar cone. And then we had the regular, oh, oh my goodness, why can I not think of the other type of cone? That's awful. But we would also have an ice cream machine in the employee room, and we could just grab, a cake cone. There we go. How could I forget? I mean, oh God. Um, and we can get either a cake cone or fresh, and go out and on our lunch break and have some, vanilla or chocolate, whatever was dropped off for us. So, yeah, that was a good perk. That's what I missed, the fresh um, smell and taste of baked ice cream cones, especially the sugar ones. But during our off season, when we had to wash and clean, we won't go there. That was quite the task. Um, but with Isalt, yep, um, the love that you have shared with people in your lives has. Mims! Hi, Mims. It's been a while. Oh my God. Oh, you're a nurse. Well, whether you are a nurse or still working with staff to help people, thank you so much, Joan. That is a tough job. I have a cousin who is a nurse, has been for many years, and oh, what a grueling shift. Um, so, thank you for looking out and taking good care of people, especially within the last 2 years. That's rough. It really is. Mims, how are you? I hope you're having a beautiful day. We're doing Goddess cards today, and here is Isolt, Undying Love. And basically, what this card is saying, Castorine Virtue, Radiology. Well, that's still your, you know, 12-hour shift on your feet. That's incredible. Um, the love you have is that you have shared is eternal. So, like before, if the person is in your life or not anymore, whether by their choice or because they had passed, um, you'll always love that person. Like my sister, she disowned me, told me I was dead many years ago, and it hurt, yes, but I always still loved my sister. I had a feeling she would come around, and she did 2 years ago. And so sometimes, you know, there needs to be space, and for that healing to take place. So let's see what here. Let me keep Isolt out. Wish I had one of those overheads. So let's see what other message Isolt can have to go along with this card. Undying love. If you can't be with the one you love, honey, love the one you're with. I have to clean my kitchen, but I'm listening. Okay, Joan. And if you want a card pull later, just give me a holler, and I'll pull one, and I'll read it, and then you can go ahead and check back later. Yeah, me too. Hey, Mama Bear. Hello. Yes, I mean people in. Awesome. I gained my tribe, and so yes, this is perfect cards to go along with the goddess card. So is salt, being, the goddess that represents that eternal love, regardless of things in the past that were said, or those that we love that have transitioned to the other side. Um, we always still have love for them. And the beautiful card that goes along with that is harmony. Um, because, love is harmony. It's that music, that connection between two people's hearts. And though sometimes, like I said earlier with the card, they can't be in your life anymore, whether by choice or not. There's still that beautiful harmony between souls, between people. And I love the little birds up here. It makes me think of Rhiannon too, a little bit, the goddess Rhiannon, with her beautiful birds. And then the last one is that um, celebrate those relationships, celebrate that love that you have for people, in your lives. And as I, keep just, mentioning the eternal love regardless of the situation, there are people that, have hurt me, boyfriends, family members, other friends, um, and then people who have moved on. I still hold, a place in my heart for them because I did love them at one point. They did bring me joy and happiness. So I remember the good times and hold that in my heart because I'm trying to have more love in my heart than bitterness and resentment. It's a whole better thing, whole better feeling. Love doesn't cause, distress or disease in our bodies, you know, um, when bitterness and hate does. So beautiful messages from the goddess Isolt. Hi, Sharon Sipe. How are you today? Yeah, I love birds. Bird seems to be in a lot of my cards today. So, very interesting. So I'll go ahead and shuffle, seeing that this is Friday. And in the beginning of my video, I pulled a card and a couple of other ones to go along with the goddess that was actually, whose name was used for today, for Friday, and that's Freya, the Nordic goddess of cats and sensuality and protection and mercy. She's also a soul collector from the battlefields and taking the heroes up to Valhalla and into her own hall. Very sensual, very beautiful, beautiful goddess, but also very strong. So I'll shuffle and pull another goddess card. And if someone wants their own goddess card pulled or reading, let me know. Oh, I know when it's spring limbs when you hear certain bird. Because what was it, a couple of weeks ago? Even though we keep getting snow, I mean, We have like 60 degrees for a couple days. Then we go into sleet and rain. And now for 2 or 3 days, we're going to have polar vortex cold. And then the next day after the polar vortex, we're jumping back up to 60. I mean, it's ridiculous. Freya is the goddess of cats. Yes. Her chariot, she has a chariot, and her chariot is pulled by cats. Very cool. So how's the weather up in Portland, Mims? Oh, the next card. Got, whoa, there's two of them. Oh, we'll go with this one next. Athena, inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. It's basically, you know what you need to do. Do not question your intuition. Don't question anything that goes against what you're. Question. Here, let me start over again. Don't question your intuition, your gut. If your gut's telling you to do something and you know it's the right thing to do, and you might have other chatter going on in your ears from other people, or even that negative self doubt, that is something that we need to learn to distinguish between our intuitive wisdom and what is our ego or our fears coming into play. So Athena is an incredible goddess, not only of inner wisdom, um, but that wisdom also comes through with her warrior energy as well, because she is a warrior woman. She has a spear, she has a, um, her shield, and sometimes the best way to win a battle is not with a weapon, it is with your wisdom, knowing what to say, knowing how to approach a situation, knowing how to, um, what's that word, when you try to calm down an argument um, and get people more level headed. That is wisdom too. So that really powerful, Athena, inner wisdom. Um, Mims, this one here is the older Doreen Virtue one. And the one that I really wanted to use was the one by Colette Baron Reed, but I had forgotten, excuse me, that I already packed it for moving. So I pulled out that deck and I pulled out my Rose Oracle and my Mother Mary Oracle. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, everybody. I haven't had lunch yet. And now my stomach is growling and is making me burp. Equals no fighting. Yes. A true warrior is one who knows how to use their mind to manipulate a situation for good and not for evil, to prevent war. Oh, we don't know yet. Sometime in April. They're still working on the apartment. 54 degrees. Very nice. Dreams. She's saying pay attention to your dreams. A lot of our wisdom and our intuition speak to us through our dreams. We get, some people refer to them as downloads. Some people receive information to help them through a difficult obstacle or situation, or they're looking for clarity in a situation or for a question. And dreams are our connection to our higher self and our subconscious while we're sleeping. So, right then and there, Athena, inner wisdom. That inner wisdom comes through our dreams and our connection to the astral levels when we dream at night. And I just love this deck. beautiful roses. You see, she's got the halo around her head. So, and then she's also in the water. So she's in that subconsciousness, that watery subconsciousness of our mind, and then connecting with the higher self with her crown chakra. So she's connecting herself between both worlds, your dreams. We have that one. And then guardian angel. So when we dream, um, we can always ask our guardian angels or our spirit guides. Um, our guardian angels can be considered our spirit guides. Some people, feel that they're separate, but this still is your guardian angel. So when you need to hear or to receive that inner wisdom, sometimes not only is it our intuition, but it's also our guardian angel, maybe also speaking to us in our ear, guiding us, um, giving us their wisdom, but only as long as we ask them to. So they can come through to us during our waking time to give us our messages of support and of healing and of advisement, and they can also guide us and help us through our dream state. So again, another three cards, just perfect alignment with the goddess at hand. Oh boy, looking forward to this evening. I am taking a runes class, so very, very excited. Yes, we do. Yes, you did, Joan. Polar vortex. We're getting a cold dip of air from Canada. We're going to have, I think, like a high of 20 on and off. Well, within 3 days straight. And it's going to, I think one day is going to be um, a high of 20. I just didn't want to look at it. I'm like, no, I don't want to see that because it's supposed to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then Wednesday's supposed to be 60. And then Thursday, Friday, it's supposed to dip back down into 40. So, I'm just done. Yeah, Joan, I don't know where part of the country. Sounds like you're, on the East Coast around in my area. So, yeah, it's just the way the currents. And I do hope that they change. I really, really do. Okay, you have to go, Mims. Well, thank you for stopping by. That was so awesome. I don't see you too often anymore. So, catch this hug. Woohoo! Hug out back to you. And be safe and enjoy your working outside. Yep, I'm mid East Coast. Okay. So I don't. It may not reach down to you. It just might be, our area here in Western New York. So, but yeah, it sucks. It's just like I'm so done with the cold. I don't like the heat, hot heat, and I don't like the cold, cold. I like that nice little Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. So let's see. Did I miss? I think Sharon is still in with us. So Joan, Sharon, if you want, I can pull a card if you like. Otherwise, let me know, and then I'll just keep seeing who else pops out for a message. I'll probably be on for, let's say another 20-25 minutes. Ooh, yeah, we're supposed to get snow here. Okay, awesome. Now, Joan, would you like a general goddess? I have a Mother Mary. So is there one particular one? And I also do have my Rose Oracle for the different mothers around the world who are represented by the beautiful flower, the rose, and other ones that that beautiful motherly energy. So let me know from which deck you would like me to pull first. I might pull from one of the others. Just kind of got to see how it goes. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, the one. Well, I'm going to pull a couple of those to go with the goddess oracle that I have here, or do you just want um, the vintage Victorian? Or what I'll do is I'll go ahead here. Well, Ishtar actually came out, the goddess one. Okay, I'll definitely get you the vintage. I got Ishtar, and in this deck she's associated with boundaries, and I absolutely love this card because that's all I seem to talk about on this channel. Oh no, you're fine, Joan. Don't worry about it, hon. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Demands on your time and energy. So flat out boundaries. And then let's get a couple cards to go with that and see what we get. I love the different interpretations. I like them when the cards are a little bit more culturally appropriate. It's becoming better now. Of course, with some of the ones that Doreen picked, it could have been done a little bit better, but I definitely do love that card. I think it's pretty darn cool. So, okay. Ooh, adventure into nature. You got the reins. You're in control. You're on that butterfly and you want to travel. You're ready for an adventure. You want to move. Um, I love that the Eiffel Tower is in the background. I know that's one of the places I want to go is Paris for the art galleries and museums. But now after these past couple of years, being locked inside, people are really ready for some adventure. They want to get out. They want to get fresh air. Um, and and how this can connect with the Ishtar card is that some people might say, well, no, you shouldn't do this. You really should stay home or work. you know I want to go on a vacation. So it's kind of like the time where it's time for you to get out, um, get some fresh air. Demands on your time and energy from friends and family. Say, no, I need some me time. I need to be out on my own. I need to kind of maybe figure out, you know, exactly how am I feeling? Am I happy where I'm at? Am I happy in my life, my job, whatever it is that I'm doing? So it is time for putting yourself first and going on a little adventure. Doesn't have to be far, you know. But the next card I got was nature. So nature is like the best place to go exploring. Parks and both, small local town parks and possibly one of the federal parks, state parks. I still would love to be able to make it down to Allegheny this summer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. But it shows that you love adventure, you love getting out, and you love getting out specifically into nature because that's the best medicine, especially after this long winter, this on and off. nasty weather. Nature is there because it's our medicine, it's our natural medicine. Going into nature, that it's called I guess like forest bathing. And when you're surrounded by the trees and you feel that energy off the earth, being grounded, your feet firmly planted, and you're breathing in the fresh air, and you're taking in all the what is it when they release the dioxide, and they clean the air so that we can breathe. I mean, everything all works together. We're all interconnected in with nature. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a big adventure, but even if it's just a little walk in the afternoon through, a park, um, small or big, just to get out there and see the animals, touch the trees, feel the fresh air, listen to the birds, just allowing that natural medicine to just fill up your body and just let go of that stress. Just so let me see if there was another card. Hmm. Adventure, nature, and ancestors. So possibly this trip out into nature, maybe take it where you remember growing up. Maybe your grandparents or some of your family members had some property on a farm or out in an area um, that you would enjoy going to revisit those memories, and at the same time, enjoy the nature that's in that area. So possibly returning and visiting to a place where you used to enjoy going as a child to visit your family, or even if exploring maybe a town or something that you've never been to, that you found out that you do have um, ancestors who lived there. So, and this can also mean, your ancestors are telling you, go on, get out, get into nature. You need this for your well being, for your physical well being, your mental well being, your spiritual well being. Get back out into nature and connect with your spirituality, with your ancestors, your loved ones, your spirit guides, with Gaia. Um, so I, yeah, that's beautiful. Um, I can't quite go to those places because it's a little too raw for me, but um, every now and then I'll visit some of the smaller parks I went to as a child. And um, there's a place in Williamsville where I grew up for the first half, pretty much like up till I was 12 or 13. And we would go to Glen Falls Park, and it actually had a falls and ponds and, you know, ducks and things and stuff. So I'll probably pop there this summer sometime um, to be able to do that. Alrighty. Anything else? Let's see. Well, here, let's pull a Mother Mary card. And whoop, and this isn't like a strict, what I love about this deck, it's not a strict Christian dogmatic representation of Mary, of Our Lady. It's all and everything than, you know, what the Christians claim her to be. Um, I say a lot today. I don't know why. I thought I was getting good at not saying. And so these messages can be any lady, that we are touched with. Hmm. Ancestors, hearth and home. Our Lady of the Sacred Hearth. So reminding that, our home is where, our heart is where our home is. That's where, we're the most happiest. Um, Having family, feeling safe, secure, um, where we feel spiritually connected no matter where you are. And I love how nature is also included in this as well. So it's no matter really where you are living, um, our home is like where our heart is, and that's a sacred beauty, spirituality being connected to that location, that home. Sitting around. Back in the day, it was sitting by the fireplace, cooking dinner, in the cast iron pots, and um, then also knitting later that night, or sewing, or even reading. Everything was done around the hearth with the family, the sacred place. So, yeah, it is beautiful. Get up a little bit closer, so um, you even have the corn, like corn. Um, so harvesting the hearth, um, the beautiful birds, the sacred, the Holy Spirit of a place, um, that is your home. Oh, so you love birds, so there you go. Absolutely beautiful. I love the artwork, the colors, just really beautiful, just wrapped up in the arms of what makes us feel good, of our mothers, our ancestors, and holding that close. Do you like Rhiannon, Joan, the goddess of the birds? She also was associated with horses, um, but like the song by Stevie Nicks, Rhiannon. She sings about the scarlets and everything. Me too. Very Southwest. I love the Southwest colors. I miss the Southwest. So perhaps I'll be able to visit again someday. But yes, and I think, yeah, no, the cards are calling me, so we can chat for a few. I'm not familiar with Rhiannon as. Oh, yeah, well, look her up. She has birds that could sing someone alive, awake, and then also softly sing them into transition, into death, to move up to up to the heavens. So mythology, is a little interesting now for me, because even goddess mythology, a lot of it was written from a male's point of view. So there are a lot of misinformation or representation um, given to the stories, but that essence is there. Oh, no, that's really interesting. Yes, birds are an incredible source of a spiritual divination, and different birds having different associations with spirits, for like spirit totems. Um, like owls for wisdom, and like crows and hawks, for message deliverers, just, basic things like that. And then when you look at how many numbers are around, and, did you just see them far off, or like sometimes, what was it, a couple of weeks ago for me, I had one fly right in front of my car. I couldn't stop because of the road I was on. And it was either a gray white owl, or it was one of the gray white falcons. I haven't been able to decide yet, but I'm feeling more towards owls because of the migration period. So yeah, whenever you see anything with the birds, if you can jot them down and then go research and see what the associations are of the different cultures and indigenous peoples, for those birds, and see if the number association, and see if you can get a working um, your own working reading that they're sending to you, message that they're sending to you. So yes, beautiful. And so whenever I see a hawk flying by, I'm like, oh, there is a message coming from spirit. Um, Birds, like with Twitter, birds talk. A lot of talking. So sometimes birds, like in the Lenormand deck, birds can represent gossip, chatter. communication, um, then they have the owl ones, and that could be communication. Certain wisdom is coming your way, or someone's going to look to you for wisdom because of the owls. So yeah, it's absolutely fascinating. If you love birds that much, and it sounds like you do, I think that would be a great way to start researching and seeing how exactly everything, all connects. Oh, hi, Sharon. I didn't know you were still here. Did you want a goddess card or a vintage card before I go, or Mother Mary card? Well, that no, that's good. I like that. Kind of like the two of because of birds being feathers, um, it could also represent two swords. So the two of swords, maybe making a decision too, having, kind of being blindfolded and having to, possibly make a decision, or maybe having people being having two people coming together to present to you two different options for something. Oh, Mama Bear, you've been so quiet. I didn't know you were still here. I thought everybody wanted to go because I know Kelly's on right now with her Friday, and I didn't realize they were going to overlap. So, um, very cool. Sharon, Mama Bear, did you want a specific card or a couple of them? I'm still going to be here for at least another 10 minutes. There you go. See, Joan, you already know. You see, you're already figuring out how they teach you. You can always look to the birds and say, or to the bird spirit and say, show me, how to best communicate with you, or this is how I resonate with you. And if you want me to, and I would like to learn how to continue to speak with you, to work with you. How can you show me, what I need to know? And then when you start letting them know that to you, flying, away means opposing sides, or coming together means you have several people coming together with a message, or coming together and just work out with them even on before going to sleep. Put that out there that you want to work with the birds and have them start teaching you maybe to their language, and then start looking for the signs. Okay, Mom Bear. I'm trying to remember your name, um Mama Bear. I apologize. I don't go on Instagram too often. I mean, I'm like just like really anti social media too much, and I'm not on very um, long during the day. Oh, oh, Serena. Okay, so let me know if you want me to use that name, or you want me to continue using Mama Bear in my chat and in anybody else's chat that I see you. Whatever feels most comfortable, for you. So let's get you God's card. Okay, Serena. Is it Serena or Serena? Actually, Shan has a video game. Well, we both like playing it. We haven't been able to, so we haven't had any internet to be able to play it, but it's called Skyrim. And one of my favorite characters, her name is Serena. Ooh, these cards are sticking together. Mott. So I got fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Serena. Okay. So Mat is, the goddess that balances the feather of your soul to your deeds on earth. Gotcha, Serena. And so this may be saying that there is a situation that you will be involved in that will require fairness, either on your part or on somebody else's. Or if you're not sure how the situation is going to play out, it will be dealt with um, with fairness, with proper um, justice um, for you, and fairness too, not just with a situation, but um, being fair with ourselves. You know, not over um, being good to ourselves, being fair. Like that was a mistake, but it's okay because I'm still learning. That kind of we want to be able to make mistakes to be able to learn from them. So make sure that um, you have a lot of fairness in how you not only deal with other people, but with yourself as well. And Joan, look at that, more birds. Today is definitely a bird day. So there you go, more birds. And let's see, let's pull from the vintage because they seem to be going well with the goddess cards. Ooh, that wasn't long. And the card to go with that is healing. So make sure that you are being fair and true to yourself. Um, there's healing, that needs to be done. And this could be on healing a relationship with someone or with yourself. Healing something that, is physically making you ill, or and I don't want to get too much into health, but healing that can take place on all levels: emotionally, mentally, physically, even spiritually. So I think all of us on a daily basis we're healing stuff, just because of being human and having a past. And you know I know for myself daily, I'm reminded of stuff um, that I need to heal from. Then I think will be healing for the rest of my journey on this planet. But just remember to be fair to yourself and give yourself enough time also for healing. Sometimes we can't rush too far ahead into healing, and sometimes it takes time. And so just be good to yourself and fair, and focus on what you need at this time. And we'll see if that resonates at all with you. And I'll wait to hear. It's going on 4 o'clock, so that'll be my last card for the day, for the hour. And I thank everybody for taking time to stop in and say hi. I do know that there were other lives going on that I didn't realize when I decided to do mine. Oh, you're welcome. So I appreciate y'all very much for taking time out of your day to come say hi to me. Oh, you're welcome, Mama Bear. Serena. Hi, Bezra. I don't think I've seen you before here on my channel. Welcome. I'm actually just finishing up, but I do hope everyone can take time to hit like and subscribe if possible. And Bezra, I you can go ahead after this live is over and rewatch if you like. I was pulling goddess cards today. I figure Fridays are good for uh, goddess oracle readings because of Friday being named after the goddess Freya. So I did some card pulling. So feel free to watch the replay, and I will hopefully catch you on another live. And I am wishing. Can you ask me what? Harold, hang on, because I was just about to sign off, but go ahead. And thank you, everybody else who showed up today. I appreciate you very, very much. I really do. I'll give Bezra a few moments here. I'm not going to be able to stay on long, Bezra, and do a multiple card. If you would like one, I can pull one. But I do have to go soon because I will be taking a class tonight on runes. So that will be interesting. Bye, Serena. You have a beautiful and blessed day, my dear. I'll probably see you in one of the chats either later tonight or over the weekend. Take good care of yourself. Okay, I think Bezra must have left, maybe. Um, but okay, I do need to go. So, thank you again, everybody. Um, Bezra, you can always catch my next live. And if not, there are other readers currently having a live right now that can take questions. I'm not sure if they're only political or collective general, but there is always a YouTuber on live that can that do free little mini readings. So I highly recommend checking out as many as you can to see who's there. See, Bezra, that's a lawn. Here, let me just pull you one card, and we'll leave it at that. But there are always live readers. Hi, Ranny. Honey, I was just on my way out. I just had a last car pull for Bezra, unless you would like one, and I can do you a single card too before I go. Um, I noticed that. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that, and I hope I'm saying your name right. It's either Rani or Ronnie, but thank you. So, what will happen in my career? Your career will be whatever it is you intend it to be. Whether it's the job that you actually want or if there's a promotion, um, you have to put that intention out into the universe for exactly what it is that you want, Bezra. Um, we just can't, say, well, I hope I get the job, that I want, and then not do anything to really put effort into it. We can ask the universe. Second accent is nice. Ronnie, okay. Um, so just put your intention, take some time, really sit down with and figure out what it is that you want to do with your career, whether you're happy, if you want to get promotion, go to a different department, or find a separate job entirely different. That is all up to you. So that's your card. Um, well, I was using Goddess Oracle cards today, Ronnie, for um, Friday because of the Goddess Freya. So I have a Goddess card. I have some vintage cards with me. I have my Mother Mary deck, so I can pull you a quick card because I am taking a rune class tonight. So I need to make sure that I eat something really quick and get dressed so that I'm not late for my class. But I My brother is applied for abroad in photography. Well, he will be as successful as much as he puts into it. I mean, if he absolutely loves photography, that is his passion, and um, it brings him joy, then yes, I say he will definitely um, be successful. Um, so it's really one of those questions where, he's going to be the one to be able to answer that, because he's going to have to study, he's going to have to practice, he's going to have to really take time to learn his craft. And for being successful, sometimes it's not, you know, I mean, for some people, successful is a UNI decision. What is that? Well, if he's passionate, then and that's his joy, then he's already successful if it's his passion. Um, he his portfolio will speak for itself. Um, and his idea of success may be different than others. Um, for me, I feel like I've had a rather successful art career. Is it exactly how I wanted it? No. Um, but I do have, my degree. I do show. I have sold some pieces. People around here do know who I am. So, hi, Tangi. How are you, sweetheart? Um, Hi, Nancy. Oh boy, I was getting ready to leave, and everybody's popping in. You know what? I can stay on for another half hour. Um, his success idea is very different from others. Okay, but right now he's just waiting. Um, Also, he wants a specific. Oh, darling, I'm okay. I'm going to take a room class tonight. So I worked out something with the teacher, and I'm going to be able to go tonight. Um, so yeah, Ronnie, it's going to be, whatever his intention is for his photography. I mean, my cousin, just let me tell you a quick story. My cousin Tracy um, became, picked up a camera like maybe about 10 years ago. Yeah, it's been like over 10 years ago. And she just started like taking pictures with her phone. Started just taking pictures and having fun, and then got herself a simple little camera, and she just got so um, became just so impassioned by it that she just kept taking more photos and more photos, and the more she did it, the better she got. She got herself became familiar with different types of cameras and lenses, and her photography just was just absolutely beautiful. We don't talk anymore, unfortunately. Something came between us, and I don't know really what she has done since I've last seen her, but um, people start to know who she is. So he's just going to have to learn his trade, apply himself, and just keep practicing. And he will be successful if he's stays true to his study and his it's a craft, his art, you know. Um, oh, thank you, Ronnie. He's not got you exactly. I understand. Um, so yeah, I feel good. For me, anything with art, if the person tells me yes, this individual or I am passionate, um, I feel that's a yes. You know, if you're that passionate and you work hard and you apply yourself and you learn every aspect inside and out of your craft, you will be automatically successful because people will eventually start catching on to you and hearing about you and seeing your work. So, much luck, good luck to him. Um, Okay, Tangi, thank you for stopping by. Nancy, thank you for stopping by. I really do need to go grab a bite to eat um, and to rest a little bit and then head out for my runes class. So, again, thank you everybody for dropping by and love you all. And you all have a blessed day and a safe and fun weekend. Mwah.